Welcome to this demo on how to use GPT Reporter. So the first thing that you would want to do when you start GPT Reporter and you've got your add-on already installed, then you'd make sure you update the API key. You only need to do this once, but this is the key that is used to communicate to Chat GPT AI engine. So you select that, you enter the key, and you press submit. If you've got any issues on understanding that, just simply click on the link there. Once you've done that, the next stage is basically to set up your initial configuration. This is selecting which is your document template file that you will use to create the new output, selecting the sheet from which you will drive the data that is used for the output. So you can select your sheet there, select your template there, the output file name that you're going to call it. So let's call this one example 2, and the temperature setting which is used for the AI and engine. Once you've done that, you press submit. Then it's a matter of simply setting up your data for the AI engine to generate your document. So let's say I'm going to have a heading in my document. I'm going to tell the AI engine to write me an article, let's say a paragraph for a report analyzing share price data. Then I want to have another section which says results over last month. Then I want to basically put some text in there to say that I'm going to include a chart. So the chart below shows the share price data for share 1 and share 2. Then I'm going to basically produce an analysis of it. So I will, before I do that, I will say analysis of shares. Then I will ask Chat GPT to compare and analyze the share price table. Right, so that's quite a simple report. I've got the structure set up. I'll just make sure I've got any typos. That makes sense to me. That's a report with 1 section, 2 section, and 3 section. So then to simply set up the document, I have to go into Product, GPT Reporter, select Document Fields. So we know the first field in the document is going to be Introduction. So we need to set that up. So this one's already set up, but I'm just going to show you how to set it up. In the first field, you simply you select the field, you press Shift key, and you press the mouse click, and it automatically picks up. The next thing is a command to the AI engine, but let me delete these so I can show you how I can set it up from scratch. So you press that, you say this is where the command is located. You press Shift and click, and you tell it this is a command prompt. Then another heading. So click on the heading, click on Shift, heading 1, tell it where it is, and then basically a piece of text. So click on that, select text, tell it where it is. Then I need to include the graph. So I'll select graph 0 because this is the only graph in the sheet. I click on that. Any cell will do here as long as the graph is on the sheet that you've got currently open with the cell selected. After the graph, I want another heading. So I click on the heading, click there, click heading again, and then finally I'm going to ask ChatGPT to compare and analyze the share price data. Now, the trick here is I have to do a multi-select, just like you would do in normal spreadsheet. So you select the range of cells with the data. Let me just fix the typo there. You select the range of cells with the data. Make sure I've got a pocket there. So to do multi-select, you press the Control key. So I've selected the command and the range of cells. and it's going to read the range of cells first, and then it's going to apply the command compare and analyze the share price data. So I click there and say this is another prompt, and then finally I would say let's add some text. Thank you for reading this report. So add that, click that, shift there. There's a text. So let's save that data so that it will know what the structure of the document is that it needs to create. Once you've saved that data, then you simply can go and run the report generation. So generate the document. So if you click that, it should start telling you it's working, and it starts processing the data. It'll carry on working through the data. It might take 1 or 2 minutes depending on how busy the Chat GPT API is. You simply wait for it to finish, and it shows you the different things that it's processing at any one point in time. And it's processing the last few things. And it's completed. So at this point I'll stop the recording, and we'll have another recording which will show you the document.